We are on Facebook Live. This is happening as you're watching it. This is essentially the press junket day for Resident Evil, the final chapter, which, by the way, opens January 27th. Mila Jovovich, Ali Larder, Jovovich, Levy, Owen Mackin are here from the...
What's up, guys?
What's up?
What's up, guys?
No, it's great. So this is essentially, this is your press junket days. This is when you're doing, like, just crap tons of answering a lot of the same questions all day. And I imagine you're going to have to answer a lot of them here, but this is for the Facebook Live audience.
Don't worry, we're going to pretend like it's the first time.
Resident Evil, this is a movie that you're working on?
Yes, it is. Funny you should ask that.
Thanks for watching. What if that was the end? We were like, what did we just watch?
Thank you very much.
But this is is it 13 years? 13 years? 14 years from the Resident Evil franchise?
14 years, yeah. Almost 15 years.
And when you started the Resident Evil franchise, when it was just a movie when you did it, but in your head, did you go, well, this is going to go on for a long time? Or did you have
Absolutely not. To be honest, when we did the first Resident Evil, we were just fans of the game. Like, I played Resident Evil with my little brother, and Michelle Rodriguez, who was in it, she's a huge gamer, and she was playing it. Paul, my husband, who wrote it and directed it, he was a fan. So we kind of went in going, this is such a great idea, you know, to do a movie with girls in the lead. You know, it's scary, zombies, you know, it just seems so unique and so different. And, yeah, we were just having fun.
Ali, what's been your favorite part so far?
I mean, you know what, I just can't believe I've been doing them for the last decade, and so this is the third time. I'm always so excited that you guys decided to bring me back, and people have been so supportive of, like, Claire Redfield, like, the whole time. And so I think for me, just over the years, when I think about the relationships and the time that we've had together has been so incredible. But I'll always remember the gun training and the stunts. You know, it's like that's something that you don't get to do in any other movie.
You were so fierce with that shotgun.
Oh my gosh,
It's one of my favorite moments.
And I have to tell you, Owen with a nail gun is like seriously.
That's the best gun of the movie.
The best gun. It actually shoots nail polish onto each finger.
Yeah.
That's a great idea,
You
actually.
can do your own sound effects in the nail
That's like
gun
a
as
billion-dollar
well.
idea.
Right?
A gun that shoots nail polish onto nails?
Yeah.
Zombies
finger.
hate nail polish.
They don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just chew it off. Did you have a lot of nail gun training for the movie? Was it nail gun?
Yeah, it was at least 6 minutes.
Well, poor Owen, he was like, everybody gets a gun and it's loud, and I just get this thing and it doesn't make any noise, and then you see it in the movie.
Well, you see it in the movie because they
killer.
do some cool effects and
Yeah.
it's awesome. But at the time, I'm running and going, and Paul's like, oh, stop making the noise.
The noise.
Yeah.
We don't need special effect right now.
It's actually really hard to not make the sound effects
Oh, yeah.
when you're doing it.
No, that's
No?
part, to me, that's part of training for an action movie.
Yeah.
It's not going.
Yeah.
It's a closing. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. Or
Totally.
closing your eyes in the gunshot part, right? And then it goes,
That's-
everyone closes your eyes in the gunshot. Like, I'm not going to do that.
Right. Oh my
Every
God,
time.
right? The worst.
Right.
I'm such
The
a
reverb.
thinker.
Well, I think, you know, sometimes people go, well, ooh, how hard is the acting? I mean, emotionally it's very draining, but I don't think people realize when you do a movie like this, you are legitimately training with weapons. The fitness regime is really intense. Do you like that part of it? Do you like getting ready for that?
Well, you know, for me, I love action, and I think when I did The Fifth Element, it sort of in my head clicked for me with training, with doing martial arts, with doing the wire work and stuff. I really loved it, so I was kind of looking for another action movie to do when I found the game of Resident Evil and kind of contacted Paul and said I want to be a part of it. So yeah, I adore it. I think it's great.
I actually, you know, when I, you know, first started doing these movies too, I thought about the physicality as part of the character.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's a lot of the work. We're not doing soliloquies here. We
Right.
don't have like long monologues. And you know, with this, part of it is really being believable at the end of the world. If there
Well,
was
William
an
has
apocalypse,
long monologues.
you know.
He gets a couple of soliloquies. in there.
Right before we shoot the scene. No, I gotta tell you, man. I really gotta tell you. We have people think it's easy, and it physically is very hard. And these two women right here, they killed it. I was at a point we shot a scene for 3 straight nights, running back and forward, and you know, from 8 o'clock afternoon to 6 o'clock a.m. And at a point, I was like getting really tired. I was like, fuck, I can't do anything.
But the worst part is,
These two girls don't complain. I mean,
you
come
can't
on.
complain because they don't complain.
They don't
So me
complain,
and
so
William
like-
in the corner go, bro, you okay? I'm okay. And,
They're
then, and Ali and
complaining.
me are like, this is fantastic. And we're like, yeah, no, we're good.
Well,
They look like they were having the best time of their life.
Well, yes, because women have an infinitely higher threshold for pain than men. Like, we
I-
get
Yeah, but see,
dudes get a blister
What-
and we're like, I need to go to the hospital.
no, it's true. That is
Yeah.
true, actually. But you know, I think
Come on,
Alan
man.
and I have been through so much on these movies
Yeah.
already that night it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, and also, I mean,
It wasn't that bad. You straight
It was
ass running.
horrific. It was awful.
No, I mean,
we just had
I
babies.
embraced
So we
it.
were
But
we also had 6-month-old and she was
Yeah.
still nursing. So
Yeah,
let's
so-
really put this in perspective.
But that's
Come
the
on,
thing.
I was like
guys.
running to my
When you get a
trailer and
blister, you
expressing
can't go
milk
home.
and then
I
running
mean,
back.
But no, I mean, you have to have fun doing it. And I think for me, it's nights like that that you actually connect with the cast, and then you end up feeling that in the movie too.
Right.
You know, it's 4 in the morning, everyone's just raw, we're trying to get coffees, we're all craft service, we're just like trying to make it through. And I think it's that feeling, that rawness that you can see in the movie.
No, it's true. And you guys got
And I
to
know
eat
that
the
I
craft
just
service.
wanna
See, I
tell you-
couldn't eat the
Right.
craft
Yeah, no, I know
service
that,
because
which is
I
why-
was
which is-
dieting.
I know. So you guys have to go home, have your children, right? I will go home and feel sorry for myself, and then realize that you guys have gone home and spent time with your children and done it longer, and I'm just like, well, this ruins it for me. I can't complain.
You were clubbing all night. I heard
Poor
all
guy.
about
Having
you
whiskey
going
at
out
7
all
a.m.
night.
Poor guy, he was by himself in South Africa.
Exactly.
How bad is that?
What to do?
Jeez.
What to
I know, I
do?
was going home like nursing my baby, feeling like, oh, those guys are having so much fun. They're out at the club. I'm like nursing a child.
Meanwhile, they're out of clubs going, I just wish I had someone to hold. I just want a tiny life to foster.
Really?
I want someone to suck on
That's how
my
they just take
teeth.
another shot, yeah. I wish I had boobs and I could just give milk to another life form. I
Yeah,
wish I could do that.
Now, I
better
can
drink some more.
imagine Owen actually, you know, in the mirror going, I wish I had boobs so I could give milk to another.
So I can have this feeling, so when I'm acting in my
I've
next
got a
movie,
video
I
I'll
have
send to you of me.
this experience. Believe it.
But this franchise, you know, especially with Resident Evil, it has such a strong fan base. And I remember when the movie came out, and you know, movies always had a tough time jumping from video games to the big screen. But Resident Evil really did such a great job with that. And now that you've had this for so long in your life, Alice is such a part of you. So what was the last day of shooting like, and how did it feel?
Well, to be honest, it was very anticlimactic because I every time somebody finished, everyone claps. And I'm not asking for people to clap for me now. Okay? Okay, but you know, I finished my last scene, it's like 2 a.m. It's like, look over there, shoot. Look over there, shoot. You know, look up, shoot. Look down, shoot. And we're just like covering ourselves for like some extra like little shooting things that you could, you know, cut into whatever. And then he's like, all right, cut. And there's all this alcohol like for the wrap party at 2:30 in the morning. So
Oh,
and
man.
everyone goes straight for the alcohol, and I'm left kind of,
Oh.
I'm done. I'm done. And no one like gave a shit.
Terrible.
It was awful. But anyway, it was fine.